What we have learned in subnetting is when we are given with number of departments or number of bits. For example, if I give 3 bits, you know what to do. If I give 2 bits for networking, you know how many subnets you can get. So when we are given with number of bits or number of departments, we know how to do. Let me give you one example. Number of bits. Yeah, so far I have said number of departments. I never used the word number of bits. So 10.0.0.0. Let us say in the question or in the interview, they say the number of bits that you can use is 9 bits. The number of bits that you can use for subnetting is 9 bits. What does that mean, Prem? No, please understand. The number of bits given for subnetting. See, the default is 8. Additionally, 9 has been given. That is the meaning of this. So, to make it clear, I'll put it in another word. Number of bits borrowed. Number of bits borrowed is 9 bits. Now, what will be the new subnet mask? What will be the new subnet mask after 9 bits borrowed? See, before borrowing, this was the subnet mask 255.0.0.0. Now, another 9 bit. Why you take too long? See, this is 8 bit and this is 9 bit. Isn't it? Why 128? Because that bit value is only 128. That first one. You're borrowing only 1 bit, which is the higher order bit. What is the value of this bit? 128. Yeah? That's the only bit you are giving from here. So if someone gives you bits, this is how we decide. Now look at this. This is little bit challenging. 4 bit, you have not given even 4 bits. You have borrowed 3 bits, you have borrowed 2 bits. When you borrow 3 bits, 7 subnets. When you borrow 2 bits, how many subnets? 3 subnets. If you borrow 4 bits, what will be the number of subnets? 2 to the power of 4 minus 1. Isn't it? How many subnets? If you borrow 4 bits, how many subnets we get? 15. If you borrow just 4 bit, you will get 15 subnets. Now you have borrowed 9 bits. How many will come? 2 to the power of 9 minus 1. What is the answer? Is it 255? 254 subnets. Are you going to write? No. So I will ask you to write first 4 and last 4. Listen. First 4, how do we write? See, this is a tricky question. That's why I'm doing. I'm going to give you a simple question later, but try to learn this tricky question. 10.0.0.0 slash 17. 10. 0 dot, you see, increment by 128. 128.0 17, 10 dot. Now, if you increment this by 128, what will be the answer? Huh? What is the answer? Huh? Why you take so long? 128 plus 128 is 256. Do we have any 256? 255 is the maximum. So you need to put 1 here and 0. You understood? Now, next, again increment to 128 here. So 10.1 dot 1 dot 0. Next is, sorry, 10.1 dot 128 dot 0. Again, you are incrementing by 128, right? You need to increment by 128. Now, 10 dot, if you increment this by another 128, what do you get? So you put 2 here, dot 0 dot 0. Goes like that. I don't want you to write the 254 subnets. It will take many pages. Just write at least 4. First 4 is over. Now let us write last 4. Are you ready for last 4? See, if you are ready, you tell me. Otherwise, if you have any question in this, tell me. I have to explain you again. Do you have any question in this, or do you understand this very well? Shall we go to last 4? Wingit, you're comfortable with this? All right. Let's see last 4. 10 dot. See, all the borrowed bits in this octet 8 bit, in this octet 1 bit. If all the borrowed bits are on, what you will be getting? 255.128.0. You remember, we should not use if all are on, isn't it? So we will not use. And I'm asking you a question. When I go from top, I keep incrementing 128. Yeah? I keep increasing 128. If I go from bottom, what will happen? If I increment from top to bottom, when I go from bottom to top, what should I do? I should மேலேந்து வரும்போது கூட்டினா கீழேந்து போகும்போது என்ன பண்ணணும்? What should I do when I'm going from down to top? Minus, subtract. Yeah. So I'm going to subtract 128 from here. 10.255.0.0. Next, 10 dot. I need to subtract 128 from here. Then it will become 254.128.0. Then 10 dot 0. Then 10 dot 253.128.0. You see, I got last 4. You want to verify? You can verify. You see, add 128 to this, what you will get? 256. So you add 1 to this, isn't it? ஐயா அதுதானே மேலேருந்து வரும்போது பண்ணீங்க. இங்கே 128 ஆட் பண்ணும்போது 256 ஆகுதுன்னு தான் இங்கே 1 போட்டீங்க. அப்புறம் இங்கே 128 ஆடும்போது 256 ஆகுதுன்னு தான் இங்கே 1 போட்டீங்க. அது எதையும் பண்ண சொல்றேன்னா, add 128 to this, so you get 1 here, and now 0. Again add 128, again add 128, you get 256, so you put 1 here and 0 here. You understood? First 4 and last 4 is done. Now you know how to fill the remaining thing. This is the network. The first IP will be 10.0.0.1, and the broadcast will be 10.0.127.255. Don't put any number here, okay? It is masked. 127.25. Last will be 10.0.127.25. So this is the first IP of the subnet. This is the last IP of the subnet. Next, 10.0.128.1. What will be the last? Can anyone say? சார் இங்க பாருங்க சார், இதுக்கு முன்னால 10.0.255.255 இதை ஒன்று கூட்டினீங்கன்னா கூட அடுத்தது வந்துடும். இதை ஒன்று கூட்டினீங்கன்னா 256 அதனால இங்க ஒன்றை போடுவீங்களா? இங்க ஒன்று கூட்டினீங்கன்னா 256 அதனால இங்க ஒன்று போட்டுருவீங்க. 1.0.0.0. சரியா? 10.0.255.254 and here 10.1.0.1. 10.1.127.255. Do you agree? 10.1.2 sorry, 127 correct. 127 in the third octet, 254. Okay. 10.1.128.1. 10 dot here you see you have 2, which means 10.1.255.5. If you have this, only then you will get this one as the next network, isn't it? ஒன்னு கூட்டினா இங்க ரெண்டு வந்துடணும். வந்துருமா? வரும். இங்க ஒன்னு ஆட் பண்ணிக்கணும். 10.1.255.254. Same way we have to write. See, first 4 is written very neatly. Any question on this? No questions? Let us go down. For this, the first one is 10.255.0.1 and the broadcast is 10.255.127.255. 10.255.127.254. You know how to write the remaining thing, right? I'll stop here. I'll give you another classwork. Shall we do another one? So I'm going to give you easy one. What I was doing is a little bit tricky because there was that 1 bit, 9th bit always making issue. So for you this time is 172.0.0.0. This is also going to be a little bit tricky, but not that much like before. And the number of borrowed bit is 11. Always write the new subnet mask before you start. No. What is the subnet mask? 255 dot. See, again you have, what did I say? First you write this correctly. You have made wrong. Listen. What class it is? Huh? No. B. Because it is 0 here, don't say A. It is 172. So this is the mask which is by default there already. Now another 11. So here 8, which is 255. Another 3, which is 224. You got it? This is the new subnet mask. Only when you do this correctly, you will write like this 172.0.0.0, 172.0.0.32. Otherwise, what you might have done, you might have done 32 here, which is wrong. All right. Okay, now finish it. Okay. Prem, you can refer this now. And if there is any correction needed, you can correct yourself. And do you have any question? Can you fill all the remaining balance blank space? Okay, you took picture. Nice. But so you understood this part. Let us go to the new side, means the other way of subnetting. 10.0.0. So this is the network that you are supposed to use. And this time they did not give you how many departments, and they did not give you number of bits borrowed for network. Instead, they say in each department, they did not say how many departments, but they say in each department, we need maximum of 20 IP. This is the question. You understood? 20 ஐபி குறையாம எந்த டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் எல்லா டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்லயும் அதிகபட்சம் 20 ஐபி தேவைப்படுது. சாரி, சில டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்ல கம்மியாகவும் இருக்கலாம், பட் அதிகபட்சம் 20. இந்த குறையாமன்ற வார்த்தை யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டேன். அதிகபட்சம் ஒவ்வொரு டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்ல எடுத்துக்கிட்டா 20 ஐபிஆர்எஸ் தேவைப்படுது. 20 கம்ப்யூட்டர் இருக்கும் போல. சில டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்ல 18 கூட இருக்கலாம், பட் 20ன்னு எடுத்து வச்சுக்கிட்டோம்னா 2 எக்ஸ்ட்ரா இருக்கும், பரவாயில்ல, தப்பு இல்லை. இது எப்படி பண்றது? How do we do this? 20 IPRS needed for each department. Then maybe recommend like 18 IPRS, 15 IPRS. Nothing wrong if you have 20. So you are going to have 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 IPRS extra for future enhancement. All right. How do we do this? This time it is not talking about network. It is talking about host, isn't it? What is the difference in borrowing bits? For host, it should be from right to left. So 20, 10 dot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, if I want 20 IPRS, how many bits I need to keep it for myself? You can use that same formula, 2 to the power of n minus 1. Or you see another easy way I want to say 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. Now, how many numbers together will give 20? If I add these 4 together, what do I get? I get only 15. So that's not sufficient. So I decided to take this 5-bit. If I take 5-bit, how many I'll get? I'll get 31. How do you know? Did you add the 16 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1? Fine. You see the next number. What is the next number? If next number is 32, then addition of all this will be 31. அடுத்த நம்பரை பாருங்க. அடுத்த நம்பர் 64னா அதுக்கு முன்னால இருக்கிற நம்பர்லாம் கூட்டினா 63. இந்த இடத்துல அடுத்த நம்பர் பார்த்தா 32. அப்போ அதுக்கு முன்னால் இருக்கிற நம்பர் எல்லாம் கூட்டினா 31 தான் வரும். கூட்டாமலேயே சொல்லிடலாம். கூட்டி சொன்னாலும் தப்பில்லை, உங்க விருப்பம். புரிஞ்சுதா? So these bits are host. So if you have this many number of bits, that is more than enough for you. I'm going to give from here for subnetting. See in which octet we are giving. In the 4th octet we are giving. From the last octet we are giving. So how many bits now we have given for networking, subnetting? Earlier there was only 8-bit. Now how many additional bits? How many additional bits we have given for networking? Why you take so long? 8 plus 3, how much? That's all. So this is equal to the early questions. Earlier they used to say, no, 19 bits given or borrowed. You know how to do this, isn't it? What is the face value here? 32. So 10.0.0.0, 10.0.0.32, 10.0.0.64 goes like that, isn't it? What will be the last four? 10.255.254 is unusable because all three bits are on. See, if all these three bits are on, what do you get? 224. We should not use that. So you keep subtracting from down 10.255.255 dot. If you subtract 32 from here, you get 190. 32 from here, 192. Right, you're right. 10.255.255 dot. Again 32 if you subtract 10.255.255 dot. Again 32 goes like that. Okay. So now you know how to get this. Look at this. It will be interesting. Look at this. The first IP will be what? 10.0.0.1. The last IP will be what? நாங்க சார் நீங்க இங்க பாருங்க 32 தானே இருக்குது 31 போடுங்க 10.0.0.30. So என்ன செய்யறோம்ன்றத நம்ம புரிஞ்சு செய்யணும். We need to realize what we are doing. Listen, we want only 20 IP errors. That is the ultimate goal. Each department subnet should have 20 IP. But luckily you got 30 IP. So 10 IP extra, nothing wrong. Okay. Because if I take only these many bits, I get only 15. I'm running short of 5 IP errors. Yeah? So that's why we took this many. So you understood how to do this? If they give you number of hosts, in another word, number of IP address per department, this is how we have to do it. Copy it, and then I'm going to give you another one. Hey, you remember the other day when we were doing with class C, I told you the first IP address need not to start with 1. Here it is starting with 33. And the broadcast will be 63. And the last will be 62. Now you count and see, you get exactly 30 IP address. Here also you get 30 IP address. Here also you get 30 IP address. Our aim is you should get 30 IP address per subnet, all subnets. 20 is what actually needed, but when you do subnetting, you cannot get 20, you will get 15 or 30. So this is correct. All right. Fill the other thing. You may get more doubts. Ask me the doubts, then we'll go to another one. Now let us go to another example of similar type. And you are going to do this 172.16.0.0. Number of PCs per department, or number of IP address needed per department or per subnet. Let me write that way. Number of IP addresses per subnet needed is 28. How will you do submitting? Try. Just give a try. If you cannot, I'll help you. Correct? You see, we have 172.16. These host bits are too much for you. You want to give it for subnetting. But before you give, you want to keep these bits that are needed for 28 computers per department or per subnet, 28 IP address. If I take 4 bits, that won't be sufficient. Why? I'll get only 15. So I need these many bits. Do you agree? So the increment value is going to be exactly. The new subnet mask will be 224. Yeah, that's all. You see how easy it is. 172.16.0.0, 172.16.0.32. You should not put 32 here, okay? Because you're giving from the 4th octet, not from the 3rd octet. 0.64 goes like that. Now, what will be the last one? 172.16.255.224, which we don't use. 255 dot. Now, this should be subtracted by 32, and you get 192. It goes like that. 255 dot 192. Sorry, 92. Is it 92 or 96? 32 I have to subtract. So 224, 128. It goes like that. All right, so you did this correct, right? Let me give you another 2 homework sums. And then when you come next today for class, we will take only 15 minutes to finish this topic. Entire subnetting topic gets over by tomorrow in the first 15 minutes. So this is what the homework is. 10,000. Number of IP per department or per subnet. I need number of IP address per subnet is 200. Okay, just write first 4 and last 4. Don't write all of them. You understood? One is enough. Okay, wait, I'll give you another one. 192.168.0.0. Number of IP per subnet is 13. Again, write only first 3 or first 4, last 4. Can you do this? If you will do it correctly, we need another 15 minutes only to complete this topic called subnetting. Right? Stop here.